Today on the Titan, I'm replacing the bank 1 oxygen sensor, and it failed a couple weeks after I replaced the bank 2 sensor. And this one's going to be a little bit different because I can't reach the connector from underneath the truck. I'm going to have to go into the wheel well to get to the wiring. I ordered the Denso. It does have a little bit longer wire on it than the OEM Nissan Denso one. Yeah, I've got the truck jacked up. I got a jack stand under there. I've got a 22 millimeter for the oxygen sensor, and I've sprayed some penetrating oil on the sensor itself. The new sensor has anti-seize on the threads already, and we're going to use a trim removal tool and a screwdriver to get the fender liner out. So we're going to start by removing the fender liner. There's a screw here on the mud flap. There should be a screw there. There's one here and one here, and there's also going to be a screw on this side of the mud flap. And then we're going to remove all the clips. We got one up there, there, here. We'll go ahead and get them all removed. And I just wanted to show you how to remove these clips. Like if you have a trim removal tool and get underneath the first part. So once you have it like that, it should come out. So that is a connector there that we're after, and behind the brake lines there. I do have extensions. The regular connector is right there. We'll check the ends of the extensions as well while we're in there. So that's my extension end, and that could very well be the cause. It's very badly corroded. I probably should have put some dielectric grease on these when I put them together. We'll find some and put some dielectric grease on the new oxygen sensor. I think the new oxygen sensor, since it has the longer end on it, I don't need the extension at all. So we'll try to connect it right up to the main harness. So here's our sensor onto the truck. These are the original OEM sensors. I did have them out when I did my headers. These are aftermarket Cajun V pipes on here as well. So these are into the header collector. So here's our old sensor out, and you can see the new one's a couple inches longer and is quite corroded in there. Okay, loosely threaded it in, and we'll give it a couple turns with the wrench. That's probably going to be lots. And then we'll send our end up and see if we reach. So we were able to get them to reach. This little prong here was up in here. So once I removed the wiring from this, I was able to bring it down to meet. I don't think we're rubbing anything. We're away from the exhaust. The only thing I'm worried about is that heat shield down there. I'll look at that underneath, make sure the wire's not rubbing. But you can kind of tuck the wire back in behind the engine towards the transmission, and it looks pretty safe from here. Okay, our wiring is not touching any exhaust. It's not touching the edge of the heat shield, but it is a little loose. I want to see if I can hold it in place anyway, maybe with a zip tie. Okay, so I just put a zip tie on the valve cover there to keep it from moving around, and we'll reinstall our fender liner, then go ahead and clear our codes. Okay, so just one thing left, and that's to clear the codes. You can see the codes that I have there: P117A, P031, P1148. We're going to clear these on my blue driver. And that is done. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.